Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for this opportunity, and also to welcome you back. I'm aware you were on official parliamentary tour of looking into elections of US. I want to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate the people of United States of America, Mr. Speaker, and specifically to applaud the election of the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and wish him well as he serves, and I hope he will give policies that will be of help to Kenya and across the world, specifically our Haiti mission that we are having to assist the Haiti, and the agreement that we have had, and many other that President William Ruto went to the United States to engage. I hope that engagement between the U.S. government and the Kenyan government will continue to benefit, Mr. Speaker. In fact, as His Excellency Donald Trump was being elected to the office, there was a hashtag that the current U.S. envoy, Megan Whitman, should leave the country. But, Mr. Speaker, to be fair to her, she has been very supportive to the Kenyan government. Mr. Speaker, is one of the ambassadors who have marketed Kenya than any other special envoy or high commissioners to this country. So I want to request Kenyans to give her a break. She's doing a lot. And, Mr. Speaker, there is a misnomer in this country that when you are an ambassador, you must work with the opposition of government. That is not true. Any ambassador to this country must work closely with all Kenyans, both government and opposition. So the people who want to start hashtag on Twitter or X against the U.S. ambassador are being unfair, Madam Speaker, and therefore there is a song on the street that said, Enda wasikie Vibaya na Huko kwao. Mr. Speaker, I know to Senator Beatrice because she's the one, but at least she gave a try, and we are proud of women. We hope they will be inspired. But I always knew Donald Trump would win because I have been to America on several occasions and I know the ground. Anasikiza ground. Mr. Speaker, in quick succession, because I'll take 2 minutes, is to support, congratulate Senator Beatrice Ogola for ably moving this mediated version of national rating bill. Mr. Speaker, I'm privileged to serve in county public accounts. One of the biggest, and this should, the Senator of Kakamega should note, that as we talk today, the Kakamega County government, Lamu, Nandi, and many other county governments, including Bomet, do not have a complete asset register that gives rise to valuation roll. The definition of valuation roll, Mr. Speaker, sir, is for the local taxation to value property, where you are using rating to value those property to allow you to, Mr. Speaker, the reason many counties don't meet the targets of own source revenue is because they don't have a complete asset register. They don't have valuation roll because they don't have an asset complete register to allow the valuation to be done on those properties and allow the county governments to levy either local taxation or charges or fees, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I would also request this committee that they should also recommend that the Transitional Authority by Kinuthia Omwangi in 2013 and the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee should fast-track the transfer of assets and liabilities to county governments to allow them to have complete asset register and therefore, Mr. Speaker, to give them a rising to valuation role, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, it has been a challenge. Even as we discuss, Mr. Speaker, the cutting of and I'm happy the Finance Committee of the Senate did refuse the cutting down of money that goes to county. Because as a Senate, we have proposed through division of revenue, and we did pass overwhelmingly to 402 billion. The amended division of revenue that came back from national, they wanted to slash it to 380 billion, way below 385 billion that we suggested last year. The only hope, and that is why in fiscal discipline and responsibility in counties, we have already encouraged them to do own source revenue. The only way to ensure counties maximize on own source revenue is passing this national rating bill, the mediated version, get them to have, through the intergovernmental technical relations, Mr. Speaker, get them valuation roll so that they can rate their property and valuate their property to be able to rise up to the revenue, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and also the Intergovernmental Technical Committee should also come on board. Mr. Speaker, when you go to most of the county hospitals, and I want to pass my deepest condolences to Longisa, to the parents who lost that child. It is heartbreaking. I would have expected my friend, the governor of Bomet, your governor, to have taken decisive action